One of the changes in management between the Spaniard and Heinkes has been his training sessions. Keen to assess his players away from the public eye in Trentino, Guardiola opened only one of the 2 daily training sessions to the media and fans. However, he had his reasons.
I need some peace and quiet working with my players. It's nothing special, but every once in a while I want to talk to my players a lot, and when there are 100 journalists and photographers around, that's quite disturbing. Take a lot of pictures, and they obtain a lot of information in the morning, but then in the afternoon I want to work solely without any of these distractions.
Well, these closed sessions might be the norm in Spain and Italy, but German fans are used to seeing their beloved players more exposed. Bayern sporting director Matthias Sammer backs the new measures, though.
Practice is for the players and matches are for the fans. There are aspects in their development, in the development of our players and of our game that we should be able to work on our own without fans or journalists around, whether those be of tactical nature or other variations. When we try new things that possibly don't work out, it's always immediately at the centre of attention, and usually it's being criticised. So I find that very disruptive for the development of the players.
So far from shutting out the fans, it seems to be the Bundesliga giants are merely preventing new drills from being discovered by their rivals. But the 23-time German champions, who are odds-on favourites for title number 24, have been this reassuring message for their army of fans.
Bayern Munich will always open its doors for our fans.
Well, the new model, open training sessions for supporters after matches, closed ones prior to games. If it ain't broke, though, why fix it? Not according to Pep Guardiola. Well, the new manager arguably didn't have to tweak a Bayern squad full of depth and talent, but he has overseen a few changes in personnel. Out goes prolific German international striker Mario Götze after 112 goals in 172 matches for the Bavarians.
I think at the end of the day we agreed to his leaving because Mario very much wanted to transfer and take the next step in his career. We are convinced that we have a good attack even without Gomez. We have Mario Mandzukic, Claudio Pizarro and other players that Pep can envisage playing up front. Therefore, we see absolutely no need to be worried at all.
So Gomez sold for 15.5 million euros. But of even more significance was the capture of Götze from bitter rivals Dortmund. The Bavarians parted with 37 million euros to acquire the midfielder, whilst Kirchhoff arrives from Mainz to bolster an already solid defence. The giant 22-year-old signing on a free transfer. And Pep splurged into the Bayern coffers once more to sign Barcelona talent Thiago Alcantara. The young Spaniard snapped up for 25 million euros. To join up with his former boss.
I asked Matthias and Kalle for this player. The only player that I suggested was Thiago. I said, I think we need Thiago. Even if it's not possible for him to come here, I do not want another player this season. That's what I said. It's either Thiago or nobody.
Well, Alcantara, perhaps a surprise addition given the quality of Bayern's already stellar midfield. Kroos, Schweinsteiger, Götze, Luis Gustavo, Javi Martinez and now Alcantara, all vying for central positions.
I have a great team, but we have 6 competitions to play and I need the whole team. Of course, we have a big squad, but I need the specific qualities that Thiago and other players bring with him. That's why I wanted him. That's why I talked to Matthias and Kalle to get him.
Well, now that that's done, the potential key players for the coming season could be Thiago, Schweinsteiger, Ribery and Robben. As far as Robben's concerned, it's widely known that upon signing with Bayern last December, Guardiola was especially delighted to have the Dutchman on his team.
For me as a coach, a player like Arjen is a real gift. my absolute best, my full attention, so that he can continue on exactly the same level that he was playing at this season.
Für mich das Wichtigste ist einfach
jetzt
zu trainieren und auch ihm gut kennenzulernen, was will mit der Mannschaft, mit den Spielern und ich glaube auch nichts mehr. Es ist nicht, das ist ein Kompliment, aber auch nichts mehr. Ich meine, ich freue mich sehr über die neue Saison und ja, ich habe hohe Erwartungen auch. Ich glaube, ich kann auch noch immer lernen. Ich meine, natürlich, du hast schon ein bisschen Erfahrung. Ich bin jetzt auch 29 und habe schon einiges erlebt, aber ich finde, mit einem neuen Trainer kannst du noch immer lernen, kannst du dich noch immer weiterentwickeln und verbessern. Und ich persönlich freue mich auf die neue Zusammenarbeit mit dem neuen Trainer. Und ich glaube, ja, dass ich auch mit ihm noch wieder einen Schritt machen kann.
Well, that would indeed be impressive, especially after the past year has turned his standing with the fans in Munich around completely. But Bayern's board of directors has always had a high opinion of the hard worker.
Was Arjen Robben betrifft, muss ich sagen, war ich extrem glücklich.
As far as Arjen Robben goes, I have to say that I was extremely delighted that it was him who scored the decisive goals
das waren ja die Spiele, wenn Sie sich recht erinnern, in der Saison 2012, die ihm ja sehr vorgehalten wurden, für die er ja sehr kritisiert worden ist mit dem verschossenen Elfmeter beim Bundesligaspiel in Dortmund und dann auch leider dem verschossenen Elfmeter im Champions League Finale. Dafür ist er ja sehr kritisiert worden. Ich bin sehr glücklich für ihn, weil ich weiß, dass er ein Fußballspieler ist, der ja auch besessen ist und dank diesem Spieler am Ende des Tages haben wir nicht nur wichtige Siege, sondern auch wichtige Titel errungen und ich glaube, er ist jetzt das, was man so hier in Italien sind so Pupillo del Pubblico nennt, also er ist jetzt Publikumsliebling geworden. Alle sind glücklich mit ihm, aber wir bei Bayern München wussten immer, welche Qualität er hat und deshalb haben wir auch keine Sekunde daran gezweifelt.
Another key player last season was Franck Ribéry. A couple of years ago, the club did their most to keep him in Munich despite some interesting offers from England. This could be seen as vision, as now he'll be staying with the club until at least 2017.
Frank ist natürlich ein Garant in den letzten Jahren gewesen, ganz speziell natürlich in der letzten Saison, dass wir große Erfolge hatten. Wir sind sehr glücklich mit ihm, er ist sehr glücklich in München. Dementsprechend haben wir diesen Vertrag auch verlängert. Ich glaube, das war eine logische Konsequenz.
Guardiola has already asked Ribéry if he could play number 10, a new role for the Frenchman. And with Alcantara, the depth of the squad is extraordinary. But only 11 men can play on the pitch at one time.
Wenn wir so viele gute Spieler haben. Ich meine,
it's only a positive to have so many great players.
Für den Trainer ist das natürlich super, wenn du so viele Spieler hast.
And for the coach,
aber ich glaube nicht nur vorne. Ich glaube, überall sind wir sehr gut besetzt. Das haben wir letztes Jahr auch schon gezeigt, wenn einige Spieler nicht gespielt haben wegen Verletzungen oder andere Gründe.
Always somebody who could come in. That's one of our strengths.
Ja, die Spieler, die reingekommen sind, haben das immer gut gemacht. Und das war auch wieder eine von unseren Stärken letzte Saison. Deswegen sind wir auch so weit gekommen letzte Saison.